back there. Nearly caught. Handball away. The ball is bouncing awkwardly. Pryor is there for Essendon. His left foot kick is a tumbler and lands on the chest of Rogers, but not paid. Bond. Matthew Knights. Go Matthew Knights, say the Tigers fans. Can he kick a goal? Matthew Knights! It's there! The Tigers have got there first. And if ever anything is going to lift Richmond, it's that sort of thing. A goal to Matthew Knights.
Magnificent play. Good decision by the umpire. Didn't play the mark, played the free kick, played the advantage. Knight scooped on it. He's been having to deal with Denham for the part of this game so far. Magnificent skills. What a lifter.
Nine touches, Denham. Fantastic goal. 3-3 to 1 goal. Knights from the centre with one bounce. Takes O'Connor on. Could he squeeze another one? Let's go. He's close. He's got it. Sensational.
That's his opponent, Denham. 1 for 1.
Well, that is a counter punch like no other.
Textbook stuff, wasn't it, Bruce? Just straight through the middle. Bit of an awkward bounce there, but he's corrected himself beautifully. Never really looked like missing.
He's now in the centre square two Knights. They played him out of the centre square. That's the first time he's been in the centre square. Take them in final sometimes. Gale, Thompson squeezes it out. Not far. Kellaway measures it. Good kick. Richmond are enjoying a very good passage of play.
Slow start, but I reckon they're on top at this stage.
Charles from the pocket. Kevin Sheedy down. Brendan Gale had a fair bit of it, didn't he, a minute ago? About 25 metres out.
He's had his hands on about 5. Bruce just can't hold on to them long enough.
Justin Charles. He's played the last 10 games straight for Richmond this season.
Watch him get excited if he happens to kick this, Bruce.
He likes a goal.
He's an effervescent type, Justin Charles.
Siren goes. This to close it right up from 45 metres. Goes. It's close. He's got it! Won't he be pumped when he goes in at quarter time? And won't the Tigers suddenly be pumped up? They turned what could have been a little disaster, Roscoe, into a very good quarter in the end.
Well, that's a pressure kick. As Robbo said, he's
on that left half forward flank where Thompson got possession of it again. You get hold of it in today's football, you really have to do as much as you can to keep hold of it. Struggle for possession around the middle of the ground. Gale, now Matthew Knights. Every time Richmond look as though they need something as a lifter, it's Knights. Can he kick his third goal? He gets inside, well inside 50. This will bring the house down if you don't mind, umpire. It's a goal to Matthew Knights. That is just absolutely what football's all about. You'd go millions of miles to watch that sort of stuff.
You talk about the material of long type goals in the finals, grand finals. That's as good as anything you'll see. He had Campbell running. There goes Campbell past him in support. And Knights, the clever thing, just went towards the flank and then drew a player toward him, then turned inside. O'Donnell didn't know whether to go towards Knights or follow Campbell. And what a finish.
And twice. Conceded 4 as Alessio sits it out with O'Connor. We've only conceded 4 as we're now deep into the third quarter. Gee, it's been a while since Richmond actually has kicked a goal. At the back, Daffy, free kick. At long last for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's against Grenville, just hung on for too long. This could be their opportunity, Bruce. There he is, the ball's gone in front of him, hasn't got control of it, just pulled by the left arm.
Last goal they kicked was at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Knights' 5-bouncer, a beauty. Robbo, as you just sat back on that, as Daffy kicks the goal. Well, you don't know, do you? I mean, there's still a long way to go, but it's only 5 goals to 9.
Yes, and there's no question that they can certainly get themselves right back into this game, but I just sense that Essendon have still had control pretty much through the midfield as well, and every time Richmond have gone forward, even though some of the kicks coming from half back and through the midfield have been pretty poor, they really haven't anyone who's stood up and taken control. Gale is now centre half back on Salmon, who's moved that.
It's a phone. Ruck contest in the pocket. Taken out of the air by Charles, is it? No, it's Turner. Richmond get the 2 goals that they were badly seeking. And it's just an 18-point game.
Yes, and he hasn't seen much of the footy today. Scotty Turner, that's his 7th kick, and what a vital one too. Grabbing this out of the throw-in. Obviously not a renowned goal scorer being a full-back. That's his 3rd for the season. No more important one than that one.
Still well played. Prescott puts the tackle on him. Knights, Campbell didn't get very far. O'Donnell's down behind play. Here's Campbell through the centre. Little one to centre half. Well, they weren't looking, the Tigers. He gave it up. Hip and shoulder was okay. It goes forward. Nash is a great finisher. He surely will kick the goal. He has. They're back. They're back in business.
And the stretch is going out to O'Donnell too. And Michael Simon's copped a good hip and shoulder from Maxfield. He's in a bit of trouble too at centre half back as we see O'Donnell down. Turner with a hip and shoulder. Didn't see him coming.
O'Donnell is having a spell on the bench. We'll wait for a report. He looks as though he may be all right. But, gee, that was a heavy knock. Grenvold misses it altogether. Kicked off the ground by Nash. He's been an important player. Turner back to Daffy. They get one here. Have a listen to this. Have a listen to this. Kicks his 2nd goal, and this final is alive and well. It's Essendon by 6 points.
And didn't we say before the game that they'd have to have Nash or Daffy to step up and kick 3 or 4? And I'll tell you what, Nash has got one in this quarter now, Daffy 2, to make all the difference.
He has lifted his game. He's been asked to play on. He kicks it inside 50. Marking contest. Nash, snapshot by Nash. He's coming around. It's a goal.
They're in front, Robbo.
Nash has kicked 2.
They're in front. Is that the first time today they've been in front?
They've kicked 5 goals in this 3rd quarter, and Essendon yet to get one at the other end.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robbo, you were suggesting before that maybe Nash and Daffy got a bit of a rocket at half-time. I'll tell you, they've produced with 4 in this quarter between them, 2 each. They certainly responded in the right fashion.
First time in front today, the Tigers. It's 3-quarter time. And the scores here are Richmond 9-7, Essendon 9-6. No goals kicked in this final term. We've been playing just over 10 minutes. Essendon has not kicked a goal in the 2nd half. Remember, they didn't kick a goal in the last quarter last week. Charles to the goal square. In front, Rogers has got it.
Now, Bruce, I think you're very right with the body language comment you made before. There's no question the Richmond players look, the chins are up, they look more assertive, and a few hands on hips from Essendon players looking fairly tired.
It's been all right, Rogers, 11-7. This to give Richmond a 9-point lead. They trailed by 30 at half-time. They hit the front for the first time in the match, late in the 3rd quarter. Rogers from 15 metres out lines them up and kicks a goal. Suddenly, 9 points seems like a mighty big margin.
Particularly when you haven't scored for so long from Essendon's point of view. No goal since half-time, as we mentioned. And it's good work by Charles to get the ball out of the air quickly and put it forward. I said before in the first quarter, Essendon got a goal in a similar situation, and Bomber Thompson just got caught out there.
There's Richmond, but not much animation from their coach, John Northey. Crashing through as Daffy. If he didn't get a rocket at half-time, oh, go back, Justin Charles. Nearly took it against the flow. Maxfield kicks it across the face. Rogers again. How the but Dickens did Maxfield keep the ball in.
It was great effort by Charles too, just to go back and make the contest. He missed the mark. He was insistent in keeping the ball in the air, and that kick by Maxfield, as Robbo said, just outstanding.
Well, out of position was Bomber Thompson, but I don't think there'd be two more crucial kicks in the football season this year than the previous one by Matthew Rogers and this one coming up.
He kicked two last week, Robbo.
He has been a good player also for Richmond since crossing from South Australia. He's kicking from 15 metres out. He makes no mistake. The Tiger fans are pretty happy about that. 2 goals to Rogers. And after Matthew Knight's kicked 3 of their first 4, doubles have come from Rogers, Naish and Daffy.
There's no question that there's that attempted mark by Charles, which is so important in not allowing Fletcher a chance to get the ball. That centering kick by Maxfield, very good. He's been pretty effective since coming on. Started on the bench. This is what Richmond will be like all year.
By 16 points. Kick by Tate will land 50 metres out. Good grab. The effervescent Charles. He's nearly 60 metres from goal, but he'll land it nearly in the square. Turner! Oh, he kicked it anyway. He got his left foot to it and kicked a goal. Scotty Turner's second goal in the second half of an elimination final has been absolutely fantastic. The young man from St Arnaud, fullback 1 minute, a goal kicker the next.
Well, I think he's been the catalyst for the turnaround, Robbo, just his physical presence and the fact now he's kicked 2 goals, one in that third, and that's a critical one.
That does keep them in the competition a couple of years ago.
Dead right, 12-14 to 11-7. Jack Dyer coming out here to raise that money that day, leading from the front. Free kick against Essendon, and they've done it, the Tigers. Saw John Northey waving the jacket. Here's Matthew Knight, who kept Richmond in the game early. He's down there with Russell Morris.
How do you feel? Oh, mate, I've had it, mate. It was one of them butt-gusting games, and we were behind a little bit early, and we showed our grit and determination and got back in there. That's what the side's all about.
5 goals down at half-time. What did Northey say to you at half-time?
We knew they had a big game last week against West Coast. Charles just kept persisting and kept running, play on at all costs, and we eventually ran them off the legs.
They 3 fantastic goals in the first half. They saved a couple of chances.
Yeah, I tried to get the boys going a bit of inspiration in the first half, and I'm just lucky it paid off.
So go for the boys, sensational stuff. Thank you.
Matthew Knights with Russell Morris, Essendon. Well, they gave it their all, but so did this team here. Last time they were in the finals was 1982. Somerville leaves the ground.
Like the Tigers of old, we're strong in their bowl. Right? We never give in till the final siren sounds. Now, how typical was that of that Richmond performance?
They were gone. 6 goals behind almost. They trailed by 5.
They can beat anyone, Bruce.
Well, they've got Geelong next week. We shouldn't look too far ahead because there's some great teams, but boy, oh boy, if it was Carlton and Richmond in the grand final, look out. Wouldn't that get the old town rocking a bit? The Blues and the Tigers. But there are a lot of other teams to be reckoned with yet, and there's a long way to go. Ross, it was one of the great comebacks.
Particularly when you consider they were without Bullis and the big fella Jurek. We thought they might have been undermanned, and then they had Michael Gale on the bench for pretty much 3 quarters. So their effort in getting forward and their youthful exuberance is just outstanding.
A couple of injuries during the year have sort of taken a little bit away too. Matthew Richardson and their captain. They just keep on fighting on. They find someone with spirit to get in there.
Persistence has just got to be admired. It really has.
And I'll tell you what, Brendan Gale will look for another week. He'll be happy to go out there next week. Won't he, to have another crack at the game?
Well, the good thing about it, he kept at it, he kept presenting himself, and as you say, he just gets hands on the ball. I mean, in that last quarter, he could have taken a mark, fumbled it, and then went to their advantage anyway, so it'll turn around.
Well, they've had some great days, haven't they? I mean, Northey played in a couple of premierships. We talked to Francis Burke, who played in 5. This has got to be one of the great days in Richmond's history. It's not a premiership, I know, but had they gone out in straight sets and lost by 6 or 7 today, a lot of the good work during the year would have just dissipated towards the end. They have got so much to take to Waverley next week.
And there's still the sceptics today, Bruce, wasn't there? I mean, there were still people saying, were they good enough? I mean, I even thought today, the early part, here we go.